Have you ever imagined that in real life, there are people whose appearances make you feel like they've just stepped out of a fantasy or horror movie? Their faces, shapes, and unique physical traits aren't just unusual. They carry extraordinary stories of courage, resilience, and the relentless desire to live beyond society's expectations. Join us as we explore these movie-like individuals who are living among us, stories that will amaze, inspire, and captivate you. If you want to experience these emotional and surprising journeys, hit like and subscribe now so you don't miss our upcoming videos full of mystery and wonder. Amid the golden pages of world sports history, there is a legend named Flo Hyman, a remarkable volleyball player whose life journey was both dazzling and deeply inspiring. Born in 1954 in the United States, Flo was born with the congenital Marfan syndrome, which affects connective tissue. This condition caused her body to grow to an extraordinary height of 1.96 meters, with unusually long arms and legs. During her early teenage years, the stark difference in her physique was a heavy psychological burden, causing the young girl to withdraw in shyness and self-consciousness under the curious gaze of her peers. Yet fate truly smiled when Flo discovered her lifeline, the sport of volleyball. With a burning passion and unwavering determination that refused to bow to destiny, she courageously turned the very physical traits that once made her feel insecure into her ultimate weapon on the court. Her thunderous spikes and solid defensive skills propelled Flo to the top, making her the irreplaceable soul of the U.S. national team and earning a silver medal at the 1984 Olympic Games. She proudly competed in every international tournament, shattering every stereotype and becoming an inspiring symbol of strength for millions of women worldwide. Although her journey ended tragically and abruptly in 1986 when she collapsed on the court due to complications from her congenital condition, Flo Hyman's brilliant legacy remains intact. Her extraordinary life is a magnificent epic, a living testament that when one embraces their differences with courage, they can transform them into wings strong enough to reach the highest peaks and live proudly forever in the hearts of humanity. Born in Iran, Morteza Mehrzad's life was once a long, quiet battle against the storms of fate. From a young age, he lived with the rare condition acromegaly, which caused his body to grow far beyond the size of an average person. Tragedy struck at the age of 15, when a serious bicycle accident stopped the growth of his right leg, leaving it permanently 15 centimeters shorter than his left. His extraordinary height of 2.46 meters and severe mobility challenges forced him to rely on a wheelchair and wooden crutches. Shy and wary of curious stares from society, Morteza once chose to withdraw into the shadows of four walls, isolating himself for many long years. Yet, fate never takes everything away. A miraculous turn occurred when his unique stature happened to catch the eye of a coach from Iran's national volleyball team through a television program. Sports became a life-saving lifeline, reigniting a spark of hope in him that he thought had long faded. With extraordinary determination and relentless training, Morteza courageously transformed his record-breaking height, which once made him self-conscious, into an unstoppable weapon on the court. From a man who once avoided the world, he proudly rose to become a true superstar, playing a pivotal role in leading Iran's national team to consecutive prestigious Paralympic gold medals. Morteza Mehrzad's extraordinary journey of turning adversity into triumph is a breathtakingly inspiring saga, a vivid testament that when one dares to fully embrace their differences and relentlessly strive forward, humans are capable of overcoming any obstacle and creating the greatest of miracles. Born in London in 1951, David Rappaport lived with congenital dwarfism, a condition that left his height permanently at just 1.19 meters. In a society and film industry that often typecast people of short stature into stereotypical comedic roles, David's life seemed destined to be confined within extremely narrow limitations. Yet behind that small stature lay a resilient heart and an extraordinarily sharp mind. Graduating in psychology from the prestigious University of Reading, he confidently stepped into the world of performing arts with his head held high, determined to shatter every harsh stereotype with his exceptional talent. Instead of resigning himself to playing shallow characters or faintly sketched mythical creatures, David insisted on pursuing roles with psychological depth that demanded true intelligence and genuine acting skill. The brightest turning point came when he brilliantly portrayed the clever and cunning leader Randall in the adventure blockbuster Time Bandits, 1981, and he went on to leave an equally powerful mark in hit TV series like L.A. Law and The Wizard. With his charming acting style, captivating presence, and boundless confidence, David not only cemented his status as a film star, but also became a pioneering figure, blazing a trail and inspiring generations of actors with unique physical appearances. Although his earthly journey came to a poignant close in 1990, the brilliant artistic legacy David Rappaport left behind continues to resonate. His extraordinary breakthrough is a vivid testament that a person's greatness is never measured by physical stature, but shines proudly through self-respect, exceptional talent, and the determined desire to create a lasting and invaluable legacy. Do you believe that talent and determination can overcome all physical limitations like David Rappaport did? Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Could a life that enters the world already burdened with a severe spinal injury, resulting in permanent paralysis, defy the bleakest predictions to build a full and loving home? To explore this question, let's dive into the extraordinary journey of Alyssa Higgins, a resilient woman from New York. From the moment she was born, a medical mishap severely damaged her spinal cord at the C1 to C2 level, binding her for life to a wheelchair and a 24/7 ventilator system. From a clinical perspective at the time, medical experts offered extremely limited predictions for her future, suggesting she would struggle to live independently. Yet Alyssa's life has completely contradicted that dark scenario. Instead of retreating into fear or resigning herself to the physical limitations imposed by fate, she embraced an extraordinary spirit of optimism, turning the tide of her destiny. The real miracle came when she found a place of peace and built a profoundly fulfilling home alongside her partner, Jimmy. Their happiness reached its peak when Alyssa achieved the seemingly impossible, giving birth to 2 completely healthy children, shattering countless doubts and societal prejudices about the motherhood potential of women with physical disabilities. Not stopping there, she confidently stepped into the spotlight, using social media to share everyday moments filled with boundless love and warmth. Through her inspiring and extraordinary journey, Alyssa Higgins has powerfully demonstrated to the world that no physical limitation can prevent a person from reaching the shores of happiness, so long as we hold on to faith, love, and the courage to rise proudly. Have you ever wondered what kind of strength allows a person born with a different appearance to proudly paint a vibrant and extraordinary life? The most authentic and emotional answer can likely be found in the extraordinary story of Cynthia Murphy. Born in the United States, Cynthia's childhood was soon intertwined with Treacher Collins syndrome, a rare genetic condition that disrupts the normal development of the facial and skull bones. From her earliest days, she had to face the fact that her eyes, ears, cheekbones, and chin were unlike any of her peers. This striking difference unintentionally transformed Cynthia's childhood into a long journey of facing countless curious stares, whispers, and social hesitation. It would have seemed that these invisible but immense barriers might forever trap a sensitive soul in the shadows of insecurity and deep loneliness. Yet fate can challenge a person with the harshest adversities, but it cannot take away their right to live and their desire for happiness. Instead of hiding in a safe shell or surrendering to the circumstances of life, Cynthia resolutely refused the role of a helpless individual. She bravely confronted the mirror, learned to embrace her differences, and nurtured an extraordinary resilience. Throughout her youth, despite enduring countless physical hardships and immense psychological pressure, this resilient woman kept moving forward with a smile. Through relentless study and dedication, Cynthia broke down every wall of rigid prejudice, powerfully proving that a person's true value and beauty shine from the heart and mind, not from the external standards of appearance. True magic blossomed on the soil of resilience when Cynthia found the peaceful haven of her life. The genuine love from her partner became a steadfast support, giving her endless energy not only to build personal happiness, but also to realize even greater dreams. Fully understanding the pains and barriers faced by the disabled community, Cynthia and her husband poured their hearts into creating and nurturing the Assuaged organization. Under Cynthia's leadership, Assuaged projects have brought hope, medical support, and a strong voice to the community of people with disabilities. Her extraordinary journey of turning the tide remains a beautiful anthem of life, a powerful testament to the world that, even when fate sets countless obstacles or harsh physical limits, anyone with a heart full of love and an unyielding spirit can weave for themselves the most brilliant wings and soar freely. From a sociological perspective, the harsh physical barriers often push individuals into a cycle of isolation, especially when one realizes that most sports spaces are not designed to welcome those with disabilities. However, Sebian's life completely refutes this grim scenario. Rather than retreating into self-doubt due to fate, he used his sharp mind to devise a strategy with his father and founded Seb's Recreation Center, an inclusive sports center that erased the boundaries between the able-bodied and the Could an extremely rare medical condition, with only about 13 recorded cases worldwide, imprison the youth of a young man in his 20s? Let's explore the journey of Buddy, a 21-year-old living with Nablus syndrome. This extraordinary condition gives his face a distinctive stillness, small eyes, fingers that struggle to straighten, and a voice affected in unique ways. Instead of hiding from the curious gaze of society, the young man bravely steps into the world with an optimistic smile and an incredibly resilient heart. He proudly shatters all stereotypes, proving that a strong will is always enough for a person to overcome any adversity and boldly create a vibrant, inspiring youth. Have you ever wondered what life would be like for a child born with an extremely rare condition, with only around 30 cases recorded worldwide? The journey of Levi Christrist, a brave young warrior from the United States, is a powerful answer filled with light and resilience. Born with Janssen's metaphyseal chondrodysplasia, Levi's skeletal system developed abnormally, giving him a very small stature and causing him to endure constant, lingering pain. With sharpness and perseverance, Sophia Dobert turned her bright eyes into a powerful tool for communication, browsing the web, completing assignments, and interacting with friends. Despite not needing her legs or complex movements, she proudly asserts her vibrant presence in life. Sophia's journey of turning the tables is a strong testament that with enough passion and resilience, any physical barrier can be broken, making way for a life of independence, light, and meaning. Through tireless efforts to raise community awareness and actively fund medical research, Levi has ignited an invaluable flame of hope for future patients. His extraordinary journey stands as a powerful testament to the truth. The greatness of a human being is never measured by height, but shines brilliantly through unwavering determination and a courageous heart eager to spread love. Are you ready to share hope and resilience like Levi? Hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment to help spread this powerful message. Born in the state of Alabama, USA, young Amare Stover faced an incredibly harsh challenge from birth as he was diagnosed with Neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1. This condition caused a massive tumor to continuously grow on his face, obstructing his vision and severely compressing his airway. Instead of succumbing to fate, she chose to embrace life with incredible optimism. Despite the severe physical barriers, Michelle's smile always shone brightly, becoming a source of warmth for her family and anyone fortunate enough to meet her. With an explosive energy for life, she proudly stepped into the world, confidently asserting her unique presence and breaking down all prejudices about those with disabilities. Transform them into wings strong enough to reach the high. Yet, deep within his small body battling such adversity, lies an incredibly resilient heart and an extraordinary will to survive. Amare refuses to surrender to fate, courageously embracing life with radiant optimism and astonishing positive energy. Despite severe physical limitations, his bright smile and powerful love for life continue to shine, becoming a warm light for his family and a strong source of inspiration for the community. With the unwavering support and boundless love of his mother, this young warrior has bravely risen above adversity, proudly proving to the world that a soul yearning for freedom can never be defeated by physical imperfections, creating a beautiful story of courage and an unbreakable desire to live. Born in Chicago with a rare otofacial syndrome that left him without a lower jaw, Joseph Williams's life once seemed destined to be surrounded by hesitation and isolation. This condition took away his ability to chew, swallow, and speak, forcing him to rely on a feeding tube and sign language to connect with the world. Austin poured his energy into his passion for sports, using it as a powerful outlet to express himself and step confidently into the spotlight, sharing his story with the world. Through his remarkable resilience, he shattered stereotypes and became a warm source of inspiration, proving that the strength of a determined spirit can never be confined by physical limitations. Morteza Mehrzad's extraordinary journey of turning adversity into triumph is a breathtakingly inspiring saga. Born in the United States with Mobius syndrome, which causes congenital facial paralysis, Colton Southern spent his childhood unable to smile or freely express his emotions. A deep desire to show the happiness within his heart drove him to courageously undergo a life-changing smile reconstruction surgery. With extraordinary determination, he not only reclaimed his radiant smile, but also used his powerful optimism to proudly break through every barrier of prejudice. The bright smile on his face is no longer just a medical miracle. It stands as a powerful source of inspiration, proving that the strength of human will can overcome any adversity and shine boldly. Born with Williams syndrome, a rare genetic disorder, American girl Alexandra Birch possesses striking blue eyes and a heart filled with pure, unconditional love. This unique condition gives her an exceptionally friendly and open personality, almost without any social barriers. During her childhood, that innocence often left her family worried, as Alexandra would naturally walk up to and hug complete strangers on the street. Aware of the potential dangers from the outside world, her family, especially her sister Victoria, has always stood by her side to protect and guide her. With boundless love and patient care, they gradually helped Alexandra understand and learn how to protect herself in complex social situations. Refusing to let her condition become a barrier between her and the world, Alexandra bravely stepped onto social media alongside her sister through the Birch family channel. From a girl who once needed constant protection, she now proudly uses her humor, subtle charm, and vibrant positive energy to break down every stereotype surrounding Williams syndrome. Alexandra's remarkable journey stands as a powerful testament that when one dares to fully embrace their differences, they can become a radiant light, capable of warming the world around them. Aiden Fraser is one of the few people in the world facing Cloves syndrome, a medical monster that causes blood vessels and soft tissues to grow uncontrollably, forming massive tumors that distort the body. Every step Aiden takes is an extraordinary effort, and each day he wakes up is a victory over the constant, lingering pain. Although fate cut short the journey of this resilient boy, the legacy he left behind is a powerful lesson in optimism. No matter how different the body may be, a smile remains the strongest weapon to face adversity. Looking at Aiden's strength, do you believe that kindness and a positive spirit matter more than outward appearance? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and give us a subscribe to continue spreading these heartfelt stories. Kennedy was born with extensive lymphatic malformations, causing her face and jaw to swell as if carrying a permanent burden. Her childhood was filled with curious stares, hurtful whispers, and overwhelming loneliness. But instead of letting the darkness consume her, she chose to rise, using her unique appearance as a symbol of confidence. Kennedy founded the organization Kennedy's Cause to empower others with unconventional looks. She proved that when you accept and love yourself, the world will be forced to change the way it sees you. Kennedy's strength lies not in a perfect face, but in an unbreakable spirit. A minor accident in the bathroom led to a flesh-eating bacterial infection that took away a large part of Donna Corden's face in just a few short days. From a beautiful woman, she suddenly became the victim of a cruel fate. However, Donna refused to stay down for long. She chose to publicly show her unfinished face after multiple surgeries, appearing on television to spread a message about appreciating life. Donna did not hide her imperfections. She turned them into marks of resilience. She teaches us that beauty can fade over time or be lost in an instant. But grace and courage are things no one can ever take away. Jillian Kagatla began her journey into adulthood with a haunting reality. One side of her face seemed to be slowly melting away. It was the devastating effect of Parry-Romberg syndrome, a rare condition that causes the tissues beneath the skin to gradually waste away, leaving behind a harsh asymmetry. Her youth was not filled with dreamy dates, but with intrusive stares from strangers, and an intense inner battle to accept an appearance that was changing day by day beyond her control. Instead of succumbing to fate, Gillian chose to confront her scars and imperfections with a courageous heart. She underwent multiple complex reconstructive surgeries, using fat from other parts of her body to fill the areas the disease had taken away. Each operation was not only an effort to restore physical balance, but also a step forward in affirming that her self-worth was not shaken by the changes happening to her body. Now Gillian appears before the public with a radiant smile, becoming a voice for those with different appearances. She no longer hides from cameras. Instead, she uses them to tell a story of confidence and self-respect. Gillian proves that even if a face is no longer as it once was, the spirit of a woman who knows how to love herself will always be the brightest light, dissolving even the harshest prejudices. When she was just a toddler taking her first steps, Gott was forced to face a nightmare known as Meningitis C. The ruthless disease attacked her tiny body at an alarming speed, leaving doctors with the most heartbreaking decision to save her life, to amputate both of her arms and both of her legs. From an energetic little girl, Kia suddenly had to adapt to an entirely new world, where even the simplest movements became enormous challenges that most adults could hardly imagine. Kia's journey to recovery is an epic of patience and boundless family love. She had to undergo a series of surgeries to treat her wounds and prepare for prosthetic limbs. Every unsteady step on her mechanical legs, every effort to grasp objects with artificial hands was filled with sweat and tears. Yet no one ever saw the fire in Kia's eyes fade. She continued to smile and laugh as if challenging adversity itself. Gott's story is a symbol of hope in the depths of despair, proving that the human will has no limits. Despite her physical challenges, she continues to create a radiant life driven by an unbreakable spirit. Do you believe that determination can overcome any adversity? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a sub to support us and not miss the next inspiring journeys. Charlotte Cleverley-Bisman once moved the entire nation of New Zealand when she survived an extremely severe case of meningococcal disease at just 6 months old. To save her life, doctors had to amputate all 4 of her limbs, making her one of the youngest individuals in the world to endure such a profound loss. The image of the tiny girl wrapped in white bandages, yet still trying to smile, became an enduring symbol of the human will to live. Charlotte's journey of growing up has been a relentless battle with medical equipment and painful corrective surgeries. She has never allowed her physical limitations to define her boundaries. With prosthetic legs, Charlotte learned how to walk, how to run, and even take part in extreme sports like skydiving. Every stage of her development has been followed by the public with deep admiration, as she has turned the seemingly impossible into reality through an unbreakable spirit. Now a teenager, Charlotte continues to spread her positive energy. She actively participates in vaccination campaigns and raises awareness about meningitis, helping the world better understand the dangers of this disease. Charlotte does not look back at the past with regret. Instead, she looks forward with gratitude. Her life is proof that no matter how harsh the beginning may be, we still have the power to choose to live a great life. There was a time when Samira Benhar believed her life had ended in the cold rejection of others, as massive neurofibromas sagged and completely obscured her original appearance. She lived like a ghost in her own home, until a miracle arrived through the hands of Spanish doctors. The surgery, which lasted dozens of hours, not only removed the heavy tumors, but also cut away the shame that had burdened her for decades. Samira's story is a song of rebirth, of the power of medicine, and above all, of boundless compassion, where people are willing to reach out and save a life sinking in despair. Melissa Blake was born with Freeman-Sheldon syndrome, a rare condition that affects muscles and bone structure, requiring her to use a wheelchair and undergo more than 20 surgeries. However, instead of letting physical barriers hold her back, Melissa developed a sharp voice and a free spirit. She became a journalist and a well-known blogger, using her words to break down stereotypes about people with disabilities and demand fairness in how society defines beauty. Once, when she was attacked by online bullies with cruel comments about her appearance, Melissa responded in an incredibly powerful way. She posted a series of selfies with a radiant smile every day. That simple yet courageous act sparked a wave of global support. She proved that no one has the right to take away your joy just because you don't fit a standard appearance, and that confidence is the most dazzling accessory of all. Melissa Blake is a powerful living testament that intelligence, voice, and the human desire for connection can never be confined by a wheelchair or physical differences. Through a lens that is both humorous and profound, she reminds us that each of us is a unique individual with our own inherent value, worthy of being heard, respected, and shining in our own way. As we reach the end of this incredible journey, remember this: what makes us different is exactly what makes us irreplaceable. These 15 stories are not just about appearance, they're about strength, identity, and the courage to stand out in a world that often demands conformity. If this video surprised you, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any exciting content ahead. Leave a comment below. Which story shocked you the most? And who would you like us to feature in the next video? Thank you for watching, and see you in the next journey. Do you believe that women with unique physical traits can become symbols of extraordinary strength and resilience? Today we'll explore the stories of 20 women, each with a body unlike any other, yet possessing an unwavering spirit that commands worldwide admiration. Some have shattered all limits and even made it into the Guinness World Records, proving that true beauty comes from inner strength and determination. These stories will undoubtedly make you reconsider the hidden power within every individual. If you're inspired and impressed, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next videos. Comment below and share your thoughts. Which of these women do you admire the most? Let's explore the truly extraordinary strength of these remarkable individuals together. Born in 1983 in Sierra Vista, Arizona, Jessica Cox entered the world without arms due to a rare birth defect. While many saw limitations, Jessica saw possibility. She learned to do everything with her feet, from typing and driving a regular car to putting in contact lenses. At age 14, she stopped using prosthetic arms, embracing her true self. Jessica earned her first Taekwondo black belt at 14 and later became the first armless black belt in the American Taekwondo Association, advancing to 4th degree. She graduated from the University of Arizona with a psychology degree. Her dream to fly seemed impossible, but Jessica faced her fears. On October 10, 2008, she became the world's first licensed armless pilot, skillfully flying an coupe using only her feet. This achievement earned her a Guinness World Record. As a motivational speaker who has reached audiences in over 26 countries, appeared on major American TV shows, and whose YouTube videos have millions of views, Jessica inspires with her message. Disability does not mean inability. She teaches us to turn "why me" into "why not me?" The greatest barriers are often in our minds. With determination, adaptability, and a no-excuses mindset, we can soar beyond any obstacle. Jessica Cox proved that mindset is everything. No excuses, only possibilities. Amy Mullins was born in 1976 in Allentown, Pennsylvania, with fibular hemimelia, a rare condition that left her without fibula bones in both legs. At just 1 year old, doctors amputated her legs below the knees, believing she would never walk and would likely rely on a wheelchair for life. Defying all odds, Amy learned to walk on prosthetic legs by age 2. Growing up, she swam, biked, skied, and played soccer and softball right alongside her friends. Her unbreakable spirit earned her a full academic scholarship to Georgetown University, where she became the first double amputee to compete in NCAA Division I track and field against able-bodied athletes. At the 1996 Atlanta Paralympic Games, Amy set world records in the 100-meter and 200-meter sprints and long jump, racing on revolutionary carbon fiber cheetah legs. Her path then exploded into the spotlight. In 1999, fashion legend Alexander McQueen personally chose her to open his iconic runway show, wearing hand-carved wooden prosthetic legs that looked like sculptural boots. Overnight, Amy became an international supermodel, gracing magazine covers and redefining beauty. She also built a Hollywood acting career and appeared on Oprah, while her TED Talk, The Opportunity of Adversity, has inspired millions worldwide. Amy's life teaches a powerful lesson she shares in her own words. Adversity is not a barrier, it is an opportunity for innovation, self-reinvention, and limitless human potential. We are not defined by our limitations, but by the courage to embrace our differences and create our own version of beauty and strength. With resilience and imagination, every challenge can become the spark that helps us soar. Born without legs on October 1, 1987, Jennifer Bricker was abandoned at the hospital by her biological Romanian immigrant parents due to her condition. She was lovingly adopted by George and Sharon Bricker in Hardinville, Illinois, who raised her with 3 brothers and one powerful rule: never say the word can't. Full of energy, Jen climbed trees, played sports, and fell passionately in love with gymnastics. Her biggest idol was Olympic gold medalist Dominique Moceanu from the 1996 Magnificent Seven team. Defying every limit, Jen competed in power tumbling against able-bodied athletes. She became the first athlete without legs to win an Illinois state championship and placed fourth at the AAU Junior Olympics. She went on to become a world-class acrobat and aerialist, performing on Britney Spears' Circus World Tour, headlining shows in Las Vegas, Dubai, Tokyo's Budokan, and more than 20 countries. She was inducted into the World Acrobatic Society's Gallery of Legends Hall of Fame. At age 16, Jen discovered through adoption papers that her lifelong idol, Dominique Moceanu, was actually her biological older sister. Their emotional reunion in 2008 healed old wounds and created a beautiful family bond. Katie Sullivan was born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a bilateral above-knee amputee, missing the lower halves of both legs from birth. Doctors and the world assumed her future would be limited, but her parents raised her with the simple belief that she could try anything. Growing up, she explored gymnastics and swimming before discovering her true passion: acting. She earned a BFA in acting from Webster University's Conservatory and moved to Los Angeles to chase her Hollywood dreams, landing roles on shows like Nip/Tuck, My Name is Earl, and later Dexter: New Blood. At age 25, a prosthetist handed her a pair of running blades. Katie had never run before in her life. Within years, she became a 4-time U.S. champion in the 100-meter sprint and one of the first bilateral above-knee amputees to compete in ambulatory track at the Paralympic Games. In London 2012, she set a new American record of 17.33 seconds and finished 6th in the world. Then came her historic breakthrough on stage. Katie originated the role of Ani in the Pulitzer Prize-winning play Cost of Living. In 2022, she made history as the first female amputee to star on Broadway, and in 2023 became the first amputee ever nominated for a Tony Award. She is also a successful producer and writer, co-founding Sullivan Productions, and proving that Hollywood success belongs to those who refuse to be defined by limits. Katie's life delivers a clear lesson she lives every day. You don't know what you're capable of until you're given the chance, and sometimes you have to create that chance yourself. Disability is not a barrier. It's a unique perspective that can open unexpected doors. With courage, curiosity, and relentless persistence, every challenge becomes an invitation to rewrite the rules and show the world what's truly possible. Born in 1981 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Amy Brooks entered the world with an extremely rare condition called congenital tetraphocamelia, completely without arms or legs. Her biological parents abandoned her at the hospital, even requesting the staff place her in a room and not feed her. Yet God had a different plan. Lovingly adopted by Richard and Janet Brooks, Amy grew up in a faith-filled Christian home. From childhood, she refused to accept limits. She learned to live fully on her own terms, cooking meals, driving an adapted car, writing, taking photographs, painting, and even designing and sewing her own handbags, all with creativity and determination. Today, Amy is a gifted artist, author of the inspiring autobiography Unseen Arms, and a powerful Christian motivational speaker. Her Barcroft TV documentary went viral, reaching millions worldwide and showing how she handles daily life with joy and independence. With unshakable faith, Amy's message is clear. God doesn't make mistakes. She teaches that our greatest barriers are never physical. They exist only in the mind and heart. When we trust in God's unseen arms and choose perseverance over pity, every obstacle becomes an opportunity to rise and inspire others. Amy Brooks proves that no challenge is too great when faith leads the way. True independence is possible. Purpose is possible. Everything is possible. Abby and Brittany Hensel were born on March 7, 1990, in Minnesota, as dicephalic parapagus conjoined twins, two heads joined to one shared body. Each has her own brain, heart, spine, and completely distinct personality, yet they share organs and limbs from the neck down. Doctors gave their parents, Patty and Mike, little hope, but the family's strong Christian faith and unwavering support helped the twins not only survive, but thrive. Raised on a farm with younger siblings, Morgan and Cody, Abby and Brittany learned early to move as one. Abby controls the right side, Brittany the left. They attended regular school, swam, played softball, rode bikes, and even earned driver's licenses by coordinating every action together. In 2012, they graduated from Bethel University with education degrees and starred in their own TLC reality series, Abby and Brittany, which followed their college years, European travels, and dreams of teaching. Since 2013, they have taught 5th grade together at Sunnyside Elementary in New Brighton, Minnesota, one powerful teaching team with 2 teaching licenses. In 2021, Abby married Josh Bowling, a nurse and Army veteran, and the family now lives together while continuing their independent, joyful life. Their famous story, One Body, Two Souls, inspires the world about family and faith. Abby and Brittany embody the lesson they live daily. With deep family love, strong faith, and perfect cooperation, even the most extraordinary challenges become the foundation for a full, purposeful life. They prove that true strength is found in unity, acceptance, and the courage to embrace who you are. Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next meaningful stories. Born on March 13, 1989 in Austin, Texas, Lizzie Velasquez entered the world with an extremely rare genetic condition called Marfanoid progeroid lipodystrophy syndrome. The disorder prevents her body from storing fat, leaving her weighing just 58 to 64 pounds her entire life. Blind in her right eye with limited vision in her left, she also faces challenges with her heart, bones, and overall health. Doctors once warned her parents she might never walk, talk, or live independently. From kindergarten, Lizzie faced relentless bullying because of her tiny, aged appearance. The cruelty reached its peak in high school when a hateful YouTube video titled "The World's Ugliest Woman" went viral, drawing millions of views and vicious comments telling her to end her life. Instead of giving up, Lizzie found strength in her deep Roman Catholic faith. She transformed her pain into purpose and became a powerful anti-bullying advocate. Her TEDx talk has been viewed by millions. She has authored books, including the inspiring Dare to Be Kind, and she starred in the acclaimed documentary A Brave Heart, the Lizzie Velasquez story. Lizzie's life lesson is clear. No one else gets to define you. Only you do. With faith as your foundation, courage in your heart, and kindness as your weapon, you can turn the deepest hurt into the greatest purpose. Bullying ends when we choose empathy, and every challenge becomes an opportunity to rise and inspire others. Tracy Schmidt, known around the world as Unstoppable Tracy, was born in Toronto, Canada, as a four-way amputee, without fully developed arms or legs. Doctors told her parents to consider adoption, convinced her future would be filled with insurmountable limits. But her parents chose love and raised her with the belief that she could achieve anything she set her mind to. At kindergarten age, the school principal refused to enroll her, saying the classroom couldn't support a child with such severe disabilities. Tracy's mother fought back. Not only did Tracy get accepted, she became the first student in her class to tie her own shoelaces, a moment that would later go viral in her unforgettable Speaker Slam talk. That unstoppable spirit led her to break barriers most people only dream about. She became the first four-way amputee to climb the Himalayan mountains in Nepal, captained 110-foot-tall ships in World Cup sailing regattas against able-bodied crews, earned a bronze medal in downhill paraskiing, and explored the ocean as a certified scuba diver. Today, Tracy is a best-selling author of Unstoppable You, an international motivational speaker who has shared stages with icons like Jane Fonda and Dr. Phil, and an inductee into the Canadian Disability Hall of Fame. Her heartfelt YouTube and Speaker Slam videos have inspired over 100 million views. Tracy's life delivers her signature lesson. When you live a life of no excuses, you get to live a life of no limits. Every challenge is an invitation to innovate, to include others, and to prove that true strength comes not from what you have, but from the courage to keep moving forward. Born in Slidell, Louisiana, Angel Giuffria entered the world as a congenital amputee, missing her left forearm and hand. At just 6 weeks old, she was fitted with a passive prosthesis. By 5 months, she became one of the youngest people ever to wear a myoelectric bionic hand. Growing up, she embraced the technology and proudly calls herself a bionic actress and cyborg. Angel always dreamed of performing. After earning her master's degree in psychology, she pursued acting in the booming Hollywood South. She has appeared in major productions including The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1, The Accountant alongside Ben Affleck, Chicago Med, FBI Most Wanted, Snowpiercer, and more. But Angel's true passion lies beyond the camera. She has become a leading advocate for authentic disability representation and inclusion in Hollywood. She consults on scripts, pushes directors to cast actors with disabilities in multi-dimensional roles, and refuses to hide her advanced bionic arm. Instead of letting her limb difference limit her, she uses it as a powerful platform to demand real change. As a model for Tommy Hilfiger Adaptive and a public speaker, Angel teaches that true inclusion means seeing people with disabilities living full, complex lives on screen, just as they do in everyday life. Representation matters because when young viewers see someone who looks like them succeeding, they believe they can too. Angel Giuffria's life proves that visibility is power. Your difference isn't something to hide. It's your greatest strength. When we embrace who we are and demand authentic stories, we build a more inclusive world for everyone. Kanya Sesser was born in September 1992 in Pak Chong, Thailand, with a rare congenital condition. She entered the world without legs. Abandoned as a tiny infant and found crying on the side of the road wrapped in a blanket, she was cared for briefly by Buddhist monks before being adopted at age 5 by a loving American family in Portland, Oregon. Growing up with 2 older brothers, Kanya never saw her difference as a limitation. At just 9 years old, she picked up a neighbor's skateboard and taught herself to ride and pull off tricks using only her hands and powerful core. What started as backyard fun became a lifelong passion. She turned pro skateboarder, shredding parks across the country. In 2024, she even set a Guinness World Record for the longest handstand on a skateboard, 19.65 seconds. Kanya didn't stop at skating. She became an elite surfer riding Pacific waves, a para-athlete competing in multiple sports, a runway model walking New York Fashion Week, and a Hollywood actress appearing in shows like Fear the Walking Dead and Hawaii Five-0. Her motto, "No legs, no limits," exploded globally through the viral Born Different video that has inspired tens of millions. Kanya's life carries her own powerful lesson. Your circumstances do not define you. With courage, self-belief, and relentless determination, every challenge becomes your greatest strength. Limitations exist only in the mind. True freedom comes when you choose to live without excuses and without limits. Born in Haiti with proximal femoral focal deficiency, PFFD, a rare congenital condition that left her right femur underdeveloped, Marsha Elle underwent amputation of her lower right leg shortly after birth, becoming an above-knee amputee. At 9 months old, her family moved to Orlando, Florida for medical care and later settled in Miami. Growing up Haitian American, she faced deep insecurities and bullying, hiding her prosthetic leg for years and refusing to wear shorts until age 23. Everything changed at 16 when she attended an amputee camp. For the first time, Marsha saw others like her thriving and decided to stop hiding. She embraced her body, her prosthetic, and her bionic identity. At 17, she released her hit single, Hallelujah, launching a music career filled with songs of hope like Unlimited, My Life, and the empowering I Am Beautiful. As a bionic model, she has walked runways for Cup She Swim Week, modeled Skims Adaptive, Adidas, Fabletics, and graced Vogue, Essence, Playboy as the first disabled playmate, and more. Her life lesson is simple yet profound. Your body is not a limitation. It is your unique power. When you stop hiding and start owning every part of who you are, you inspire the world to do the same. True beauty comes from courage, confidence, and the choice to shine exactly as you are. With resilience and self-acceptance, every flaw becomes your greatest strength. Carel Struycken, the actor famous for his role as the butler Lurch in The Addams Family, stands at 2 meters 13 and has remarkably unique facial features. Few people know that this distinctive appearance is the result of acromegaly, a condition caused by a pituitary tumor that leads the body to produce excessive growth hormone. Rather than viewing this as a curse, Carel faced it with a calm attitude, turning the traits that others might see as odd into an artistic advantage. In his medical journey, Carel underwent treatments to control the growth of the tumor, preventing dangerous, life-threatening complications. These interventions were not aimed at making him beautiful by conventional standards, but to protect his health and life. Thanks to medical advancements, he has been able to maintain a stable life and continue contributing to the arts, proving that a unique body can still create a brilliant career if embraced and leveraged. Carel Struycken's story is a testament to the value of individuality. There's no need to alter one's face to fit the mainstream. It is precisely the differences that have given his roles a captivating allure. From this, we learn that while medicine helps sustain life, It is confidence that truly makes us shine. In your opinion, should we change to fit in, or should we embrace our uniqueness? Leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us. Tessa Evans is a classic case of aquagenic urticaria, one of the most severe medical paradoxes where the immune system treats water, the essential component of life, as an enemy. The essence of this anomaly lies in a profound misalignment of skin receptors, which misidentify ions or compounds in water as allergens, triggering a violent release of histamine that causes intense burning and rashes. For patients like Tessa, every natural physiological activity, such as sweating, crying, or even drinking water, becomes a direct assault on the body's defense system. This serves as an invaluable documentary record, helping scientists study the extreme sensitization mechanisms of mast cells and search for ways to recalibrate the harmony between the human body and its most fundamental environment. The journey of Dominic Gundrum is one of the most staggering medical miracles in the United States, as the boy was born with an encephalocele right in the middle of his forehead and a rare Tessier facial cleft. With a portion of his brain exposed outside the skull, Dominic's existence was once considered a major question mark, until specialists at Boston Children's Hospital performed a comprehensive reconstructive surgery to return the brain tissue to its proper place. More than just a valuable piece of medical literature, the boy's miraculous recovery is a powerful testament to the strength of modern medicine, transforming a seemingly incurable birth defect into a new life full of hope and brilliance. Elif Kocaman, the woman who once held the Guinness World Record as the shortest woman in the world at just 72.6 centimeters, is a symbol of optimism in Turkey. Born with a rare syndrome that causes her body to stop growing, Elif has faced challenges with mobility and joint pain throughout her life. However, she has never let her modest height stop her from dreaming of a normal and joyful life surrounded by family and friends. Medically, Elif has undergone numerous tests and treatments to manage bone and spine issues, the consequences of her congenital dwarfism syndrome. These interventions are not aimed at changing her appearance or increasing her height, but focus on alleviating pain and helping her carry out daily activities. Each visit to the hospital is a challenge, but Elif always faces it with resilience, seeing it as a necessary step to continue enjoying the beautiful things in life. Although Elif passed away in 2021, her image, as a small woman with an indomitable spirit, lives on in the hearts of the public. She used her life to prove that a person's worth is not measured by height, but by kindness and inner strength. Elif's story reminds us to cherish our health and the wholeness of our bodies, while conveying the message that medicine is a supportive tool, but it is the warm heart and the desire to live that drive us to overcome all barriers. Chanel Tapper is not only a record holder, but also a striking example of the astonishing anatomical variations found in humans. With a tongue measuring up to 9.7 centimeters, 3.8 inches, in length, about twice the average size of an adult's, she challenges conventional expectations of oral structure and mechanics. This remarkable feature is believed to result from an exceptional development of skeletal muscle and connective tissue, allowing extraordinary flexibility without compromising normal physiological function. Anatomical experts suggest that this unusual trait may be linked to the extreme elasticity of the ligaments that support the underside of the tongue. Chanel's journey from a young woman in Houston to becoming a name recognized in world records is a story about embracing natural differences with pride. Rather than seeing her unusually long tongue as a limitation, she transformed it into a symbol of individuality, challenging common ideas about what beauty should look like. Through Chanel's story, we gain a clearer glimpse into the biological code of the human body, where random variations can create remarkable traits within ordinary people. She has also used the attention from media to share a positive message about accepting and appreciating the unique features we are born with. Sarah was born completely without arms, a rare condition that forced her body to undergo an extraordinary functional reorganization from the earliest stages of life. Rather than accepting limited mobility, her central nervous system gradually remapped control, allowing her feet to become the primary tools for interacting with the world around her. This adaptation went far beyond simple habit. It led to real biological changes, as the muscle groups and ligaments in her hips, knees, and ankles developed flexibility comparable to the shoulders and wrists of most people. Sarah's journey has become a valuable case study of adaptive paradoxes, where a congenital absence of structure can activate hidden potential within the musculoskeletal system. Her ability to care for her children and manage daily life using only her feet challenges traditional ideas about the anatomical limits of the lower limbs. Her persistence is not only a symbol of resilience, but also offers new perspectives for developing physical therapy approaches based on functional limb substitution. The explosion of uncontrolled tissue growth transformed Katie Renfro's life into one of Florida's most challenging medical mysteries. Even in the womb, a rare genetic mutation silently rewrote her cranial structure, causing her face to gradually enlarge and deform in a manner that no doctor could have predicted. Megalencephaly is not just a dry scientific term. It is a harsh reality where every brain cell grows beyond normal limits, creating a gigantic and haunting form that nonetheless harbors an astonishingly resilient life force. But do not let appearances deceive you, for behind that enlarged shell lies a brilliant soul and the iron will of her mother, Angie Renfro. She turned this agonizing journey into a profound lesson on human dignity, forcing society to look past physical defects to cherish a human value that cannot be measured by the size of a brain. Do you dare to face and empathize with these thorny miracles? Don't stay silent. Leave your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe today to join us in decoding the planet's most extraordinary spirits of resilience. From a harmless bump on her forehead in 2001, Li Hongfan's life took a dark turn when a rare bone cancer transformed her face into a labyrinth of 7 massive tumors that swallowed every feature. In rural Shaanxi, China, she was shunned by society and branded with the cruel nickname Monster, a grim sentence for a poor mother who could not afford the $80,000 required for the major surgery to reclaim her identity. This is not only a chilling medical record of the devastation caused by disease, but also a stark warning about societal indifference toward those abandoned by fate, yet still carrying a burning soul within. Amidst the depths of stigma, Li Hongfan found the light of her life in her husband, Guo Yingping, a kindred spirit who dared to love a woman the whole world had turned its back on. Their marriage is a powerful testament to the strength of compassion, where inner beauty and understanding completely triumphed over haunting physical defects. This journey not only honors unconditional love, but also affirms the immutable value of motherhood, reminding us that true happiness always blossoms from souls that cherish real inner worth, rather than just looking at the outer shell. Imagine being able to see your own heels right in front of you. Maxwell Day possesses a superpower that leaves anyone who witnesses it in utter shock. the ability to completely rotate his feet backward to a record-breaking angle of 157 degrees. This incredible bending of biological limits transforms his legs into a bizarre phenomenon, challenging every conventional rule of human joint structure. Yang Jianbin, a man from China, entered world medical history by carrying a massive neurofibroma weighing up to 110 kilograms, a grotesque growth that originated from a tiny birthmark-sized blemish. This tumor is not only a staggering record in terms of size, but also a testament to extreme biological mutation, transforming his legs into a massive mountain of flesh that defies all conventional anatomical laws. This is a stunning documentary story about the fragile boundary between a simple birthmark and one of the heaviest medical catastrophes ever recorded by humanity. Have you ever seen a director without complete arms who possesses a razor-sharp cinematic vision? Nico von Glasow, the German cinematic maverick, transformed his own physical impairments caused by the thalidomide disaster into a satirical and gritty masterpiece through his documentary, Nobody's Perfect. Instead of tragic laments, he exposes the raw truth of phocomelia bodies, forcing the audience to confront the definition of perfection with a gaze full of both shock and admiration. This is not only a vivid medical record, but also a direct slap to pity, opening an artistic space where those once considered flawed shine more brilliantly and powerfully than anyone else. Giovanna Yumbo Ruiz was born in the Amazon rainforest region of Peru, with a massive pigmented birthmark covering her entire back and part of her body. The local people referred to her as the Bear Girl, and the birthmark was not only an aesthetic barrier, but also posed a significant risk of skin cancer. For a poor family in a remote area, access to modern medical care was a distant dream, making Giovanna's life full of challenges. A miracle came when a charitable organization brought Giovanna to Spain for a series of complex surgeries. The doctors used a method called skin expansion, where water-filled bags were placed under healthy skin to allow it to grow, and then the excess skin was used to graft onto the dark birthmark area after it was removed. This process took several years with dozens of surgeries, requiring Giovanna to endure extraordinary levels of pain. Gradually, the dark patches faded away, replaced by smooth skin. Now, Giovanna confidently wears backless dresses and blends in with her friends. The surgery not only removed the disease, but also restored her a normal childhood, proving that all beauty deserves to be protected by medicine and compassion. Do you believe that kindness can completely change a destiny? Share your feelings in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like, share, and leave a subscribe to support us. Akshaj Khandelwal, a young warrior from India, has become a staggering medical phenomenon as he faces Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome, a rare congenital vascular malformation. More than just a simple overgrowth of bone and tissue, the tangled vascular tumors coiling beneath his darkened skin have transformed his right leg into a bizarre biological structure that defies all conventional anatomical laws. This serves as a vivid medical record of the power of genetic mutation, forcing us to reconsider the boundary between normalcy and extreme variation, while admiring the resilience of a child carrying the heavy burden of nature with every step. Imagine an existence that defies every biological rule, where a girl born without arms or legs possesses an energy capable of shaking the entire world. Joanne O'Riordan is not only one of the extremely rare survivors of tetra amelia syndrome, but she is also a captivating living wonder of infinite human adaptability. Instead of surrendering to a grim fate, she transformed her impairment into a unique power, leaving anyone in awe and wondering, how can a soul with no physical foothold stand so firm and shine so brightly? Rising far above physical barriers, Joanne became a warrior for justice as she stood before the United Nations to demand rights for the global disability community. By intelligently combining modern technological breakthroughs with steadfast family bonds, she engineered a perfectly independent life, shattering every prejudice regarding weakness. Her journey is not only a precious document of resilience, but also a fierce manifesto on the power of will, proving that the only true limits lie within our thoughts, not our physical forms. In the world of dry numbers and logic, Ben Munkaba might feel out of place, but when he sits behind a drum kit, he becomes a master of mesmerizing rhythm. Despite facing barriers in conventional logical thinking, Ben possesses an extraordinary musical sensitivity where every beat is not calculated by the mind, but guided by pure instinct. As a professional jazz drummer, he proves that talent does not always follow the beaten path of intellect. Instead, it explodes from a deep connection between the soul and the most primal melodies, leaving anyone who listens in awe of the power of intuition. Aditya Romeo Dev, the Indian man who stands at just 84 centimeters, became a global sensation with the title of the world's smallest bodybuilder. Unlike many individuals with dwarfism who seek risky limb-lengthening surgery, Romeo chose to embrace his unique body. He spends hours in the gym, building strong, toned muscles, turning his congenital condition into a symbol of strength and masculinity. For Romeo, aesthetic beauty is not about height, but about balance and the willpower to conquer heavy weights. However, behind that optimism lies a silent medical battle. Doctors discovered that Romeo had a brain aneurysm, a time bomb that could take his life at any moment. He had to undergo intensive treatments and medical interventions to manage this condition. Despite knowing he had a serious illness, Romeo refused surgery to change his appearance and focused on maintaining his health and passion. He wanted the world to remember him as a true athlete, not just a successful surgery case. Romeo's passing in 2012 at the age of 23 left an immeasurable sense of sorrow, but his legacy is priceless. Romeo proved that true aesthetics come from hard training and self-respect. His story reminds us that we should not waste time trying to fix what nature has given us, but instead use that time to sharpen our strengths. Romeo lived a short but brilliant life, stronger than any giant. Leonid Stadnik, the Ukrainian man once recognized as the tallest person in the world at over 2.5 meters, had his enormous stature due to a pituitary tumor from his teenage years. Unlike many who turned to cosmetic surgery to adjust size or appearance, Leonid remained cautious about surgery. He viewed his height as a burden of fate, not a record to flaunt, and spent most of his life living quietly in a small village, away from the spotlight. Medically, Leonid received many offers for free surgery from top specialists to remove the tumor and control the uncontrolled growth. However, after several consultations, he chose to decline the invasive procedures due to concerns about the risks that could alter his nature or cause unnecessary complications. He accepted living with his large hands and oversized feet, using medicine as a tool to monitor his health rather than attempting to fix his fate. Leonid Stadnik passed away in 2014, leaving behind the story of a giant with a gentle and humble soul. He proved that not everyone seeks perfection through cosmetic surgery. Sometimes, The greatest courage is in accepting oneself and living fully in that form. Leonid lived a quiet life full of dignity, reminding us that true beauty lies in serenity in the face of fate's storms. Tilly Lockey, who transformed the pain of losing her hands to a severe bout of meningitis into a physical revolution. No longer just a patient with a mere impairment, she cast off prejudice to become a pioneer in testing powerful, high-tech bionic hands. This unique physical difference has turned Tilly into a living icon, blurring the lines between human and machine, and opening a new era where mutations are no longer barriers, but the beginning of humanity's extraordinary evolution. Tilly's appearance has driven massive leaps in 3D printing and myoelectric control technology, allowing soulless machines to respond precisely to the brain's intent. Her journey is not only a valuable medical record, but also a fierce source of inspiration for the human of the future, where technology doesn't just compensate, but elevates human status to a whole new level. Tilly Lockey has decisively proven that when will blends with cutting-edge technology, physical impairments become mesmerizing technological works of art and a testament to our infinite power of adaptation. Challenging all visual limits, Shaylee is not only a patient of the rare Cruzon syndrome, but she is also the embodiment of a silent struggle for survival against her own skeletal structure. When the skull sutures close prematurely, they create tremendous intracranial pressure, forcing the eyes to protrude significantly and completely deforming the face in an extremely rare medical scenario. Shaylee's case in 2016 was not only a visually shocking record, but also a powerful indictment of medical inequality in South Asia, turning an individual's misfortune into a global wave of awakening regarding the right to early intervention for impoverished children facing the harshest mutations of fate. As we conclude our journey exploring the lives of these extraordinary individuals, remember that true beauty and strength are not defined by appearance, but by the resilience and determination we carry within. If today's journey has touched you, don't forget, hit like right now, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next story. Comment below with a word that describes your feelings right now. Inspired, strong, unyielding, whatever resonates with you. Share this video with someone who needs a reminder that nothing is impossible.